What fire springs forth? What bile does bubble? The black moon swings and the sky stirs trouble. By violent hands, we kill the lights. Through the shadows, madness beckons. Weird night.
One, two, three.
What is up, everybody? It is Weird at Night. I'm Patrick Galactic. That was not the edge of the green screen. Definitely not that. I am very happy to be with you tonight. It is always a pleasure to share an episode of Weird at Night with the community. How is everybody doing? How are you feeling? How are you holding on to your sanity as the days go by? It seems to be quite the persistent struggle. I know it is for me. I'm sure it is for all of you in your own way. I don't know how it can't be. But with all that said, that stuff we can certainly talk about if that's stuff we can certainly talk about if we want to. However, I propose to the community that we double down on the fun. It's hard to have fun sometimes with so much going on and so much up in the air, but we're going to try because honestly, I think we all need an escape too. And I think that that's a worthy pursuit. And this is just an hour of our time anyway, right? So with that said, I'm not ready to move on yet. Chappelle. If you have not seen Dave Chappelle's new special, 846 on YouTube, Wow. It is Dave Chappelle just shooting from the hip. He's got some notes and stuff, but he is primarily just saying how he feels. And it is really inspired and incredible stuff. And I just felt his anger. I felt his passion. I felt his cynicism, and I felt so profoundly small for not recognizing all of this my whole life. You know what I mean? Like, how could I have never known this? Or never, not till now, but like not till much later in life, you know? So it's just so good. I'm probably gonna watch it several more times. I'm gonna throw a link into the chat right now. Dave Chappelle 846. It's on Netflix's YouTube channel. It is superb. So please do give it a watch. I know T-Boss is in the chat. T-Boss doesn't ever miss these things, so I'm sure you've seen it, Tim. What did you think of it? Did you, unless you already said, sorry. Anyway. So, yeah, I just really just sat back and tried to absorb this as much as I possibly could. And man, it really got in deep. Another cool thing that I've been able to do recently is talk with some more people about Twin Peaks. Before kind of the country erupted in protest, which has been the last several weeks, we were talking about Twin Peaks season 3 pretty regularly because my roommate and I were rewatching it, and or he was watching it for the first time, and I was watching it for the third time. And it was just as good, if not better, the third time, I will say. But I have been able to have conversations with people who are part of the community who've been watching it. What I find just so amazing, and I can't evangelize for this enough, is 3 weeks now after I've watched it, I've spent all this time thinking about it. And then I've had friends watch it and call me and we talk about it. And then it gets me all fired up about it again. And I consider watching it again. I mean, it's that good. It's just, once again, when we, I think you've kind of gotten a little taste for my vibe, which is cosmic surrealism, kind of psychedelia. That's just my happy place. And Twin Peaks touches all those places, and it hurts so good. You know what I mean? So I'm putting out a question to the community. I tried to do this before, and it was a disaster. So I'm just putting it out there. Is this the right place to do this? Do you guys want to do a Twin Peaks challenge where we would watch the episodes, talk about it? I don't know. This seems ridiculous. Once again, I'm trying to do something with David Lynch stuff, and it's just, I can already tell as I'm saying it, it's just trying to chat about this would be absurd. Never mind. Anyway, give it a watch if you haven't. It's great. You won't regret it. Yes, just love Twin Peaks, and I will leave you alone. So there's that. But what I'm also excited about is that we're about to jump into The Watchmen, which I haven't seen yet. And quite honestly, I intentionally didn't watch it while everybody was posting about it all the time, because I tend to have really high expectations for things that are getting a lot of hype, and they can never possibly live up to it. And so it's really more fair to let the hype kind of die down a little bit. And then as the world has disintegrated in so many ways, and there's kind of this added relevance to it all that I feel now kind of really called to watch it. I had, seen the movie, the Zack Snyder movie. I liked it at the time. A lot of people don't like it. I haven't seen it for 10 years, so I can't really say what I think of it today. But I love the graphic novel by Alan Moore. Came out in mid 80s, and it is a dystopic superhero story that kind of kicked off a lot of the anti-hero love that really ran roughshod through the rest of the 80s, the 90s, and up to today. It's one of the very formative stories that shaped the future of comic books because it was very adult, and it was very it's not the kind of story that's is dystopic in this kind of like, ooh, wouldn't that be interesting kind of way. It feels real. It feels very gritty, very dark. It's got that it's like Sin City kind of, but without the gratuitous violence, is kind of the edginess to it. The actual edginess to it is the concept that is being put forward by Alan Moore. And anyway, so I'm excited to see it. I'm really excited to share that with you. Have you guys seen it? What do you think? Does it live up to the hype? I would be very curious to know what you all thought about it. So I came across a couple more Alan Watts quotes that I just liked, and I thought I would share with you guys real quick before we move on, just because we are living in such a trying time. No one is more dangerously insane than one who is sane all the time. Oops, I didn't time this very well. Sorry, I'll have to read that one again. No one is more dangerously insane than the one who is sane all the time. He is like a steel bridge without flexibility, and the order of his life is rigid. There never is or was or will be anything except the present. So this isn't a way of looking at life. It's more like it's the way it is because it's the way it's always been. And so as we reminisce about old times before COVID-19, and we look back and we reflect on, what our lives could have looked like or what our lives should have looked like. The truth is, the only thing that's real is what we have in our eyes right now. And also, that's really helpful, I think, when we're in situations like this where we're facing a lot of uncertainty. So it's easy to forecast your fear and to project yourself into the future, into scenarios that may or may not ever happen. And so, what's just, I think, incredibly important right now is to try and remain in the moment. Even if you're spaced out, you can remain in the moment to a degree. And it's just, don't let yourself wander too far forward. If you're an anxious person like me, that's not easy to do, but it is something that's worth pursuing. I really do believe that. So that was that. I have some album recommendations for you. This week, I kind of went a little, I went pretty eclectic. Okay, so let me just throw the first one up here. Moanin' at Midnight by Howlin' Wolf. If you've never heard Howlin' Wolf, I'm pretty sure you have. Howlin' Wolf is a legendary bluesman, I believe from Chicago, was on the Chess Records label, absolutely influenced every major rock and roll act that came along after him. Got very well known and well regarded in the United Kingdom, which kind of gave him a second life and a second career. But if you've never heard Smokestack Lightning by Howlin' Wolf, you haven't really experienced anything yet, because this is where rock and roll and almost every other popular form of music came from on some level. I cannot play a snippet because I get muted every time I do that. I'm starting to wonder if the replay value of this show is actually really worth it, because we could just have fun live and just say fuck it on the replays. But I'm kind of dealing with that. I'm trying to figure out ways around that. But my little gallivanting with the Jefferson Starship song did not move the show to 4chan. Nah. Okay. So, Moanin' at Midnight has Smokestack Lightning on it and a bunch of other great Howlin' Wolf stuff. He has one of the most distinctive, raspiest, most terrifying voices a lot of people had ever heard up to that point. And he makes you believe. I mean, he is a performer that is 100% committed to what he's doing at all times. I've just dropped a link into the chat so that you can listen to that on YouTube for free. And my next recommendation is Euphoria Morning by Chris Cornell. This is just a beautiful record. Chris Cornell was the lead singer of Soundgarden from Seattle, where we're ground zero here. Chris Cornell was the lead singer of Soundgarden, a solo artist. He was the lead singer of Audioslave. Not really a big fan of Audioslave, and honestly, not really a big fan of Chris's work solo after this. Damn it. But this record is a masterpiece. It's really, really beautiful. And Cornell is the most in charge of his voice and in command of his emotional resonance. And it goes across the gamut. It just covers all the spectrum of rock and roll. And, is obviously influenced a little bit, you can tell, by like OK Computer and the things that had preceded it by a little bit. But this is just a guy with an insane level of talent and a guy who was just at the top of his craft at this time. I actually saw him on this tour and at the Paramount, and it was magical. He was just, he hit everything. I felt like he did. I don't know. I was in awe. And then another curveball for you, Discovery by Daft Punk. This is a record that kind of stirs my imagination, and that's why I picked this. I know I've covered Howlin' Wolf, the blues. I've covered Chris Cornell, kind of modern rock, and Daft Punk, dance, electronic, whatever you want to call it. Their first record, which I can't remember the name of at this very moment, late 90s record. Great record. A lot of fun to listen to. But I feel like Discovery, which came out in the early 2000s, is really the record where you see that there was a lot of intention and a lot of songwriting prowess behind these guys, and that they had bigger visions for what they were going to be, and for what dance music could be, and for what and the kind of depth that you could achieve with these forms. And I really feel that Daft Punk have been pioneers in pushing the form further and further and further ahead. And, they are absolutely recommended in every way by me. But, they've also, been kind of regarded on this upper level with their staying power and their ability to keep just making really interesting diversions from from what people expect of them, but still always making something really high quality. It's just something that is rare these days. So if you like my picks, go to Spotify and follow my playlist there, Weird at Night Selects. You can go to my artist profile, Patrick Galactic, and do that, or you can just click the link that I'm about to drop into the chat with the other albums that I just discussed. I'm going to do that, and while I do that, I'm going to take a minute to read the chat and just catch up for a minute, and then we can move forward. So just give me, hang in there for about 30 seconds. All right. Film review.
It's not a mucho film review. Don't call it a movie. If you do, he'll be mad.
Wow. Have you ever gone to see a film based solely on the hope that it would be so bad that it was good? Meow. Incoherent story, freakishly sexual, and the CGI that only confuses. That's the 2019 movie Cats, based on the Broadway musical of the same name. Tom Hooper won Best Achievement in directing The King's Speech and followed it up with an almost perfect adaptation of Les Miserables. So why risk it and take on this unenviable job? Maybe it was the cast, the voice of Jennifer Hudson and Taylor Swift, the all-time great.
Sorry about that. We're having a little audio issue, and
It's not a mucho film review. Don't call it a movie. If you do, he'll be mad.
Wow. Have you ever gone to see a film based solely on the hope that it would be so bad that it was good? Meow. Incoherent story, freakishly sexual.
guys, I am so sorry. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I feel like we're going to end up watching just this really clipped up film review that Tim and Matt spent a lot of time on, and I would hate to see what happens if we continued to go down that path. So I'm sorry. We're going to have to air that another night. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, I was able to, I watched it earlier and it seemed fine. So not sure what happened, but we will figure it out and we will air it on the next episode of Weird at Night. So we're going to pivot. Culture creators.
Hey, this is Blazing Space of Blazing Space's Birdhouse Ranch. And I just want to say, if you have an idea for Weird at Night, or a phone, or an animal, or really anything, I'm opening this up to kindergarten show and tell levels. Take over Blazing Space and Blazing Space. Do some weird shit on Weird at Night. Teach me how to properly do a cartwheel without hurting myself, because that keeps happening. I love you all. Love seeing your creative shit every week. And let's keep it going.
If you make music videos, if you make GIF art, if you make paintings, if you make short films, poetry, animation, anything without nudity in it, because unfortunately that's a Twitch thing, that's not a me thing, but we can't show nudity. But if you do have a weird artistic contribution you want to make to this show, the weirder the better. The show is called Weird at Night for a reason, okay? I want it to be weird. I like that. So let's go for it, guys. And I know you guys are a really creative bunch. So make sure you send me an email to weiirdatnight@gmail.com. Send me a link. Send me to either a file or to or whatever. Let me know what you're sending, and I'll check it out. And a lot of people have been able to just send something to me and get on the show that night. It's not that hard. This is just a community where we celebrate creativity. So I want to see what you guys have going on. And with that, we're going to pay some bills. Weird at Night with Patrick Galactic is brought to you by your friends at the Dark Levers of Power. Remind you to never, ever allow anything to change, ever. Because reality is a conspiracy, because it's not what I've been telling myself it is my entire life without research. Don's long gone lawns. Don takes acid and plays with knives on your lawn. Because God is in the grass, man. Use promo code 129-77777999125. Something will happen. $10, payable in acid, no talking. Keep your kids and pets inside. And Shitty's Pizza. We still have the promo code Why God Do We Suffer? It's our all-time best offer that we've ever had. It's the most successful one. It's the biggest. It's the best. It's fantastic. It's amazing. It's the greatest, the bigliest offer you can get, which is a free depubing of a pizza, which is normally a $5 upcharge. You get one every time you go there. Just use promo code Why God Do We Suffer on the corner of 9th and Nocturnal Drive, just past the memory of your first fully charged smartphone. We're going to Blaze in Space.
Hey, this is Blaze in Space, and today we are blazing on a combination of the Dance Hall and AK-47 with little Bootsy Collins. And some mushrooms, yeah. So, this week on Blaze in Space, we have a guest artist! Woo, 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 woo! I hope you join me in that. We're smoking a combination of the AK-47 and the Dance Hall. Gonna balance that on that beer there. And our guest artist today on Blaze in Space and Blaze in Space is Andy P. Photography. Who took some amazing photos at a show I was lucky to do visuals for called Mexicadelia. Mexicadelia featured, Neptuna, so many good bands. Not a Cult and the Shivas are two of my favorite groups that you're going to see in these photos that Andy took. But Andy's an incredible photographer. I'm going to put their Instagram handle and any other links that I have on the screen, and I really encourage you to check them out. They've done a great job covering the Seattle music scene, and I'm just going to enjoy smoking this while we watch some of their amazing work. So let's check it out. Love this one. This is a great one. Probably one of the best photos of my work too. Andy really captured it.
Goodbye, baby blue. How I'll always love you true. Every tear I shed for you felt like a pound of flesh. Goodbye, baby blue. How I set my heart to you. Everything I say or do, forever in my head. Time left us longing. Lies left us for dead. Goodbye, baby blue. How I'll always love you true. Every tear I shed for you felt like a pound of flesh. Goodbye, baby blue. How I set my heart to you. Everything I say or do, forever in my head. Time left us longing. Lies left us for dead. Love feels like falling. I see you falling, yeah. Goodbye, baby blue. How I'll always love you true. Every tear I shed for you felt like a pound of flesh. Time left us longing. Lies left us for dead. Love feels like falling, yeah. I see you falling, yeah.
I'm gonna do one more for now. This is a David Bowie song.
I'm an alligator. I'm a mama baba coming for you. I'm a space invader. I'll be a rock and rollin' bitch for you. Keep your mouth shut. 'Cause spoken like a people get burned. And I'm buzzing on my brains for the words. Keep your electric on me, babe. Put your ray gun to my head. Press your space face close to mine, love. Freak out in a moon age daydream, oh yeah. Don't fake it, baby. Lay the real thing on me. The church of man love is such a holy place to be. Make me, baby. far out.
That was Moon Age Daydream by David Bowie from a minuscule record he made called Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars that nobody's ever heard of and nobody cares about. So don't worry about it. But if you want to check him out on Spotify, you probably should. If you've never heard Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, you really don't know the history of rock and roll. So make sure you do check that out because it is a bit of what we like to call a masterpiece. The weather report.
Hi, Patrick.
Hey.
Hi, Weird at Night. This is Meredith, and you're watching Weather Report on the Road. Okay, Patrick, put the graphic in here. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, cut this part though, Patrick. Make sure there's a graphic. Okay, cool. So, we've been talking about some big stuff on the Weather Report. Sometimes it's a little bit of a bummer, but you know, 2020, what can you do? But this one's real. This one's real, guys. Close to my heart. January. The concept of January. You've been seeing that? Been seeing that?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I don't even know where to start with you guys. First of all, it's not summer yet. Summer officially starts on the summer solstice, which is this year, June 20th. Happens to be Meredith's birthday, but let's not get too bogged down in that. It's gonna rain here, guys. Do you see the green? Do you see the green in front of me? Am I crazy? It's green here. Do you know how it gets to be green here? Shit like January. So, I don't know, suck it up, Buttercup. Go somewhere else for your planned vacation. I don't know. Deal with the rain. If you must, get a fucking umbrella. I don't know how to help you. I just gotta let you know. Stop complaining about the January. It's a special time. Warm, drizzly, unpredictable. Kind of like me. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Anyways, we here at Meredith want to just wish you a happy January and stay safe. Keep care of one another and hopefully we'll get some correspondence from the Chaz sooner rather than later. All right. Okay, Patrick, play the graphic. Cut this part, Patrick, though. Don't
it's up.
Don't have me talking. Just play the graphic.
Looks good. Yeah.
And where's that $50? Okay, moving on.
Fuck.
Bye.
What? God damn it. You know, when you send your stuff to me 5 minutes before we go on, what do you expect, okay? Okay? Let's see here. So, we're going back to here. Hello. And we have community creators. And the community creator this week is the most in-demand community creator and the most prolific community creator. Matt Jenkins has graced us with yet another chapter of his wonderful animation that has progressed 15 seconds in duration from week to week. So every Saturday, that has been kind of the pattern. Matt sends me a new animation. We play it that night. And then next week we watch it. It's 15 seconds longer. I've been honored and lucky enough to have my song, Ageless, that was on my last EP, No Future to Fear, which you can listen to on Spotify. I was lucky enough to have Matt pick that song to make the video about. I'm very flattered because, as you'll see, this is just incredible stuff. So here it is.
I had a dream that I was dead. It felt just like bed. A pillow for my head. infinitum, ending freedom. I'm coming back again. 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 I had a dream that I woke up perfectly stuck. It's never been so clear.
Okay, that's like the fourth or fifth time I've seen it now, and I love stuff like that. I just love stuff that provides constant transformation and movement. I know how much work that takes. At least I have an idea of what it takes to make something like that happen. I'm so pleased that Matt is willing to grace us with this every week. It just feels like a tremendous honor, and I think the rest of the community is said time and time again that this is just one of their favorite things about the show. So I agree with you, Blaze in Space. Absolutely. It looks beautiful. So we are, where are we? Okay. So we've done some automatic writing recently, and I think that's been really cool. But what I would like to do is provide you some inspiration before we do some more. So I was able to find the first 3 minutes of Federico Fellini's 8.5 that I'm going to put on the screen now. It's 3 minutes of the movie. Really do watch this, because this is just a really, really intelligently filmed, beautiful scene. So check this out.
fatto, l'ho preso. Ehi! Giù! Vieni giù! Giù definitivamente.
Not. Sorry. That was 8.5 by Federico Fellini, surrealist filmmaker Federico Fellini. He is a legend, and rightfully so. It's as far as just absolutely drawing you in, that's the first 3 minutes of that movie. And that movie was made, Blazing Space. Do you have the year that movie was made? I believe it was the early 60s. But it was, the whole rest of the movie is just something you have to experience if you haven't. It's one of those, it just grabs you once and it never lets you go. So from the beginning of the movie, 62, that's correct. Yes, that sounds right. I've also dropped a link into IMDb and to the Wikipedia entry on Federico Fellini if you'd like to know more about his body of work and more about him as as a human being. But I decided not to go drill in on another painter in this episode because we had so much content, and as it turns out, we had some technical difficulties in this episode. But it's okay because I make music and I can play like 2 more songs, and then if you guys have anything that you want to talk about, we can do that, or we can just sign off. But whatever we do, I do want to say, give the channel a follow if you haven't, because this is how we kind of get ourselves out into the ether space a little more and get ourselves seen by more eyes in the algorithm. That is. But what I'd really love is if you guys know people that you think would like this show and would like to be part of this community, invite them in, please, because I'd love to have the people who are already cool bring the people to this party. You know what I mean? So do that. And also don't forget to...
You drinking your water? You drinking your water? Ready to drink water. You drinking your water? You drinking your water? Ready to drink water. You drinking your water? You drinking your water? Ready to drink water. You drinking your water? You drinking your water? Ready to drink water. You drinking your water? You drinking your water? Ready to drink water.
Blazing Space reminds you to drink water. It's very important to do. Your body is primarily composed of water or water-based things. So, I enjoy filming these things with Blazing Space, and sometimes, well, I haven't really gotten a chance to film very much, but we from your obnoxious raver friend, indeed. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what to play for you guys. This song is called Pull the Pin. Get a little finger pick action. Blood and bone lit to the country road of all our greatest hopes. Faded sin, the answers lay within. Pull the pin, lay down. Waiting far beyond this
this hallowed ground. I never loved you the way I do now. Way down, far beyond this bed of ground. I never loved you the way I do, way I do. I don't wanna be yours, I'm all mine. I can never be sure, I'm surely feeling fine today. 'Cause everybody's safe. Oh, I don't wanna be yours, I'm all mine. I can never be pure, I'm purely feeling fine today. 'Cause everybody's safe. 'Cause everybody's safe. Way down, far beyond this hallowed ground. I never loved you the way I do now. Way down, far beyond this bed of ground. I never loved you the way I do, way I do. I don't wanna be yours, I'm all mine. I can never be sure, I'm surely feeling fine today. 'Cause everybody's safe. Oh, I don't wanna be yours, I'm all mine. I can never be pure, I'm purely feeling fine today. 'Cause everybody's safe. 'Cause everybody's safe. Is everybody's safe. 'Cause everybody's safe.
Oh, Blazing Space wants to hear Dumb Luck. Wow. I haven't even played that one for a while. Okay. All right. So this is probably going to be the end because this song's kind of long. So the song's called Dumb Luck. This was also on the same record that last song is on. Both these songs are available on Spotify. I haven't played this song for quite a long time, but I'll play it fine. What I would like to say and remind you all of is that 1 second of your life is worth more than every dollar that's ever been printed in the entire history of humanity. Don't ever forget that your time is the thing that you have to trade, but you can never refill. So spend your time wisely. I love you guys. This song is called Dumb Luck.
Dumb luck is too much for me. Dumb luck is too much for me. I want to believe it. I know I can cheat it. Dumb luck is too much for me. Pleasure is all I can bear. Pleasure is all I can bear. Never surrender. I ain't no pretender. Pleasure is all I can bear. Take the oxygen mask, light a match. You don't have to ask me to go. ask me to go. Take the oxygen mask and relax. You don't have to ask me to go. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Heaven is hell on my heart. Heaven is hell on my heart. Poisonous treason, I don't want the reason. Heaven is hell on my heart. Take the oxygen mask, light a match. You don't have to ask me to go. Take the oxygen mask, light a match. You don't have to ask me to go. Take the oxygen mask, light a match. You don't have to ask me to go. Take the oxygen mask, light a match. You don't have to ask me to go. Take the oxygen mask, light a match. You don't have to ask me to go. Take the oxygen mask, light a match. You don't have to ask me to go. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'm like it's too much for me. Good night.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.